How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Break time, huh?
Yes, sir, it is. A few minutes anyway. Have a great day, man.
Thank you.
What's up, Facebook family? Social media family? Hope that your day is going well today. I hope that all that you have aspired for the plan that you have for your life, that you're getting out there and accomplishing it one step at a time and not really trying to put too much pressure on yourself to achieve a goal. But make sure that you do something every day towards it. That's what Tony Robbins always teaches us, that any goal worth having is a goal worth trying to at least make a step towards it every single day. I just want to try to talk about myself just for a few seconds to let you guys understand the dedication that it takes to do something and the clarity that you need in order to see if what you're doing is working. If not, you have to change the strategy. Antonio T. Smith always talking about changing strategies and finding ways to make things work for you. As you guys know, I probably mentioned it several times that I was given the gift to be a poet for a certain period of time. And after I achieved my goal in the world of poetry, the gift would recede to the background and would dissipate with time. And I eventually thought that that was the case in terms of where I was going. I've published 10 books already, and those 10 books are dedicated to my mom because she meant that much to me. My whole world has centered around her being there for me and me being there for her, and just trying to help out the whole family in life. How many of you just have awakened to the idea that the person that brought you into the world is the one that you want to take care of? She was that for me. She was that centerpiece for me. But the universe didn't have it where she would be around that long. So by her passing, I was in a point of deep frustration and dreams fading away and things not really going the way that I had anticipated. So the Creator that gave me writing, and He gave me writing for a certain period of time, and she said that this is how you're going to work through your frustrations. And before I tell you about the latter part, I just want to say to you guys, you can run into a lot of people that can tell you a lot of things about how to accomplish what it is you want. You can listen, you can dissect it, you can take the good, you can leave the bad, but you can take what's pertinent to the goal that you have. And I just want to say that some of the biggest remedies that we have for life are real simple things. The number one thing that you could do is to write those happy feelings that you have, to write out your joys, your frustrations, your anger, anything that you feel that you're holding in. When you take a pen and pick it up and rewrite it, you can release it. And it's real simple. It really doesn't cost you that much as going to a store and buying you a tablet and a pen or a pencil and just kind of write what you feel. And you don't have to publish it or give it to anybody. It could be just your way of releasing all of the hostilities you may have, and or be able to express the joys that you may have, and try to clarify, what you think your purpose is on this planet. And you must understand that you have a purpose. And how you go about trying to find that, you try to find out what centerpiece of life makes you happy. And even if you can't do that full time, if it is able to release some of the pressures, then I think that by all means you should pursue it. And I was just giving writing, poetry, for example, because I think in my mind and the way my life was, it was the simplest way for me to express those things that I wanted to say to my mom. And I say that to say this, that the ultimate goal was to write 16 books. I don't know why the number 16 was given to me, but it was 16. And I have completed 5 of those. But now I'm on book number 6, and book number 6 is the most challenging one because things have changed tremendously in my life. And this change has forced me to see the world in a different light. whether good, bad, or indifferent, you have to see the world in a different light. And sometimes that burden can be, in your mind, a real difficult thing to overcome. Or it could be joyous enough that you don't know how to express it clearly, but nonetheless, you have to express it. And I'm on the latter part of trying to complete this last poetry book. And the things that I'm putting in there, I had no intentions of placing there. But the Creator just either challenged me a little more, or I was telling myself this is just something that I have to deal with. And when I look my brothers and sisters in the eyes, I just want to say to them sometimes, the goals that you set, or just even to my friends, but my family, because, you know, they've been there with me for a long time. Sometimes you set a goal and you can see it in your mind, and you have confirmation that you can do it. But sometimes the challenge is, and I know if you're pursuing a goal, you get to the point to where there's a challenge button, and you press that button and you say, now what challenges am I going to face? I got my goals, I mapped them out, and I see the direction I want to go. I think that out of all the things that I've tried to accomplish, I think I got clarity on that. But then life just throws something at you that you cannot possibly understand. And it will floor you. And I don't think that, like, when you look at life itself, like living and breathing, that's not the pain point. That's not a pressure point. The pressure point is you processing what it is you see. And that process forces you to deal with it. You can't talk to everybody about how to solve a problem that's unique to you. They can give you perspective. They can tell you, like, this is what I see, this is what I think, this is what I should do. But when you go home and you are alone, that problem is staring you right in the face. Sometimes there's a simple solution to them, and you can be like, oh man, why don't I see that? Other times they're too complicated to solve. And when you go about trying to solve it, you're thinking to yourself, why does solving it involve pain? Why can't everything be joyous? You know, that's what the world says, you know. Everything should be joyous. And that's 100% not true. But everything can't be painful either. And you got to have a mixture of both. And if you meditate long enough and strong enough, you can balance the two out. But whatever direction you decide to go, you have to understand that your dream is still mixed in all that pain, or your dream is mixed into all that happiness. But those directions are yours. They are yours to choose. And I would tell my family that. And my brother, for the most part, he will understand a lot of things, but, you know, he'll get frustrated with some things because he thought that I wasn't clear. When you separate from your family to chase your dreams, a lot of times that hurts them because you're trying to have a bigger picture for all parties involved. But sometimes they just want you around, and sometimes they just want you to call them, and they just want you to just speak to their needs, and sometimes they might just want you to listen. And sometimes we get so wrapped up to want to accomplish what we want that we can't even do a simple hello sometimes. That we think that our life is so pressure pointed that we're bound to crack at any time, that we can't even call up the people that our mother birthed from her womb to just say, yo, I'm stuck right now, but I just want to call you to kind of hash some things out. Maybe you can kind of help me understand these things. And trying to finish up the last portion of the books, ladies and gentlemen, is very difficult for me. Because these perspectives that I'm putting in there now, there was no way you could have told me a year ago that I would be writing about these things. And as I think about the Creator, and as I think about what I'm creating, as I think about my life, I realize that we're all creative beings. And we go the way that we feel that we need to go in order to quench those desires that we have most in our hearts. And sometimes if you don't quench them and you attach them to people, then they become painful. Because if someone should not like you anymore, or if someone should move away from your state of mind or do something different, you're left with your dream, and the people that you thought would be there aren't. But at the end of the day, it becomes your dream. And against all odds, if it's something that's inside of you, it's just something that you must do. And if you're doing it for reasons beyond your own desires, then when it becomes a bigger dream, it really involves the universe. The universe gave you the dream. The universe asked you to proceed with the dream. But when you accomplished it, the universe, the divine creator, wants you to say, thank you for doing what I put in you. And thank those people that supported you in doing that. Antonio T. Smith said something that will always be very important to me when it comes to success and financial wealth. He said in a video one time, he said, look, financial wealth comes from other human beings. You have to give them something of value so that they can give you their resources because they have valued what you've done. And if you do that time and time again, no matter what you create, because you have given value, they will be more than happy to give you their resources because you're putting into them those things that they value most. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share that with you. And I just wanted you to know that the journey to 16 was rather easy until I got to this portion of the journey. And I hope that when I release them, that you understand that I was only the vessel that was given a journey to write about personal experiences in this world. I was given this as a way of the Creator showing me that He really appreciates me for being on the planet. And I just want you to understand that God appreciates you for being on the planet, because if you were not appreciated, you wouldn't be here. But when you take everything that you are chasing and you mingle it with human beings, and they don't understand what you're doing, then you lose sight of the very divinity that you have, because you think that now people has to solve your problem. But once you can elevate past that and you can get into the point that this is my dream, this is my goal, because this was placed in me from birth, then only thing you have to do is unearth that ability, and you can be where you need to be, regardless if one person follow you or 10 billion people follow you. Just so long as you know that the purpose that you have has been embedded in you from the beginning. And poetry was given to me because I lost my mother. And I'm going to finish up my 16 books as a dedication to my mother, as an appreciation to the Creator, and to all the human beings that will one day pick them up and begin to read them. So ladies and gentlemen, today, share with your family. Give a conversation when you can. Share with your friends and give a conversation when you can. But remember, whether they follow you or not, your dream is paramount to your peace of mind. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day and enjoy your life. Peace.